Check out this CFTV quick story titled Debt Before Our Time. In the year 2137, time travel was an everyday occurrence. People would go back in time for various reasons, but not everyone was a responsible time traveler. Joe was one of the irresponsible ones. He accidentally ended up in the year 1920 and found himself in desperate need of money. He went to a local lender and borrowed what he needed, not knowing that the lender was a notorious criminal. Joe had heard of the criminal's name, but he never imagined that he would be borrowing money from him. The criminal, known as Scarface Al, was a ruthless man who made a fortune by selling illegal alcohol during the Prohibition era. Joe realized his mistake when he saw the look in Scarface Al's eyes. He knew that he had borrowed money from the wrong person. Joe had to repay the loan quickly before Scarface Al found out he was a time traveler. However, he couldn't just go back to his own time, as it could change the course of history. He had to find a way to make money in the year 1920 and repay the loan without causing any damage to the future. Joe decided to use his knowledge of the future to his advantage. He started investing in companies that he knew would succeed, and slowly but surely, he began to make a profit. He even invented a few things that he knew would be successful in the future. Joe had almost made enough money to repay the loan when Scarface Al came to collect. Joe explained that he needed a little more time, and Scarface Al agreed, but not without warning him that he would not be so lenient next time. Joe worked day and night, and eventually, he had enough money to repay the loan. He went to Scarface Al and paid him back in full. Scarface Al was surprised that Joe had managed to make so much money in such a short amount of time, but he didn't question it. Joe returned to his own time, relieved that he had managed to repay the loan without causing any harm to the future. He also realized that he had learned an important lesson about being a responsible time traveler. He knew that he would never make the same mistake again. From that day on, Joe made sure to be prepared for every time travel journey he took. He made a list of things to do and things not to do. He also made sure to never borrow money from anyone without thoroughly researching their background. In the end, Joe had learned that time travel was not something to be taken lightly. It was a powerful tool that could change the course of history if not used responsibly. He knew that he had been lucky to have been able to repay the loan and return to his own time safely. The end.